Hi there, my name's Jen McClellan and I am the program supervisor for the Smart Seniors Maintaining Active Roles Together exercise program in the Barrie area. And today I'm going to be talking to you about some of the virtual programming options that we have for North Simcoe Muskoka, as well as a few that will be available for people in South Simcoe as well. Just going to get my presentation up here for you to review. All right. So you should be able to see my presentation now. Okay, so it's called BON Smart Adapts to the COVID-19 Pandemic. So we're going to start off with a brief overview of the SMART program in case you're not aware of what it is, and this is kind of pre-pandemic. So SMART stands for Seniors Maintaining Active Roles Together. It's an education and exercise program. We're evidence-based, accredited by Accreditation Canada, fully funded by the North Simcoe Muskoka LHIN, so there's no cost for participants to participate. So we started in 2008-2009 when we received funding to start in-home and group exercise programs throughout North Simcoe Muskoka. In 2013, we received some additional funding from the LHIN to expand exercise and education classes into retirement homes and additional community locations. So our in-home program is intended for seniors 55 and up who are unable to attend a group class. They could be homebound or not able to get out to any of our community locations. They're matched with a SMART volunteer and they do one-on-one exercises in the client's home. The goal is to improve strength and balance while reducing a fall risk to help maintain independent living. We also have our community classes for seniors 55 and up. They're available in retirement homes and numerous community locations. Again, it's all evidence-based exercises to improve strength, balance, and mobility. And the exercises within each class are also slightly modified to accommodate individual needs. Everybody has a chair, so they're able to sit down or stand up depending on their own abilities. So again, we encourage participants to work at their own pace. We use some apparatus for resistance exercises, like sometimes we use small exercise balls or TheraBands. We incorporate music to foster a fun environment and it provides socialization to decrease isolation as well. And we have classes that last for approximately 1 hour, 1 to 4 times per week, depending on the location. We run these classes continuously through the year. 300 plus classes are running throughout the week in North Simcoe Muskoka at about 140 different locations, serving about 4,600 participants last year. So again, this is all pre-COVID. We typically have specialized community classes for people with stroke, Parkinson's disease, people who are deaf, people who have multiple sclerosis. We have our CNIB class and also a brain injury services class. So healthy aging education classes is something else that we've typically offered. So the education is delivered in both retirement home and community settings across the North Simcoe Muskoka LHIN. There's 12 standardized education modules which were developed and delivered by VON and Osteoporosis Canada. There's no pre-registration required typically for these education sessions. And there's a contact number at the bottom there. We'll get back to that again later in the presentation. So now we're really more talking today about some of our current program options and how we've adapted during the pandemic. So initially when things got shut down back in March, we started making reassurance phone calls. And during a very short time, we made over 5,000 phone calls. We did also a bit of inquiries about whether people needed groceries or, if they had any resources that they were short on that we could maybe help with. So we did do some research on grocery stores and pharmacy research and any kind of senior specific things that were being offered at that time. And then we were kind of also trying to assess what the participants' exercise needs were, what did they want to participate, what kind of technology did they have available. So from that, we started up a YouTube channel very quickly. I think it was the beginning of April. It's called the VON Simcoe County SMART Program. If you search that on YouTube, or if you have access to this presentation, you can just click on that title there and it'll link you right through to our YouTube page. We've had over 30,000 views to date, and we do post new videos regularly on there. So we also have our in-home booklet that we sent out to a lot of participants that didn't have computer access and still wanted some exercises that they could participate in. And then soon after, we started our Zoom classes. So this is just a breakdown of how many classes are running in each area in North Simcoe, Muskoka. And yeah, so we offer these throughout the week. And to register, you can call the program specific in your area. Again, we'll get to that later on in this presentation. And so during those Zoom classes, we're allowed to have our regular instructors teaching our classes that the participants are used to, and there's a little bit more dialogue and social interaction. We also decided to approach Rogers TV and see if we can get our exercise classes on there, as some people were finding the screens for the YouTube classes, you know, are on your computer screen. Maybe they're a little bit small. And so we thought, well, if we can get it on the TV, then you've got your big screen. So this is a complete listing of what is available throughout the region and the timing that it's available. If you see on the presentation there that it says Rogers TV Online on Demand, that link underneath there, Staying Active with the SMART program, will take you to the Rogers website. And on the Rogers website, you can access any of the TV videos at any point in time. But again, you're then limited to being able to watch that on your computer, unless you have access to, you know, having that on your television. So our healthy aging education sessions also started to get offered virtually. So currently we're partnering with the Township of Ramara to continue to deliver the education series by phone through their teleconference-based Seniors Center Without Walls program. Recently, we've also wrapped up a similar type series with the City of Barrie, Wasaga Seniors Active Living Center, and the Muskoka Wise Club. Currently, we're providing the education series on a weekly basis over Zoom using PowerPoint presentations. And those are all led by registered healthcare providers through our kinesiologists and through Osteoporosis Canada. We have partnered with them as well. So there's potential for additional Zoom and teleconference-based series. And if you do want some more information about anything in that program, there is an email address listed on the presentation, along with a phone number where you can reach out to our program coordinator for that. So some of our face-to-face programs that we've offered during the summer was really just our urban pole walking classes. So through the summer, we had about 15 groups running in North Simcoe, Muskoka, led by some of our instructors that have been certified in teaching urban poling. And at this point, I know on the sheet it does say to register, you can contact the program in your area. We are just finishing those up with the colder weather coming, but that's something to keep in mind for next summer if you're in North Simcoe, Muskoka and you're interested in that type of programming. Okay, so this is just a slide to tell you if you are in South Simcoe, because I know there are people on this call both in North Simcoe, Muskoka and also in South Simcoe. There are some options available because our funding is for North Simcoe, Muskoka. Some of our live programming is unfortunately not available, but the Rogers TV has the TV channel out in Alliston on channel 65, so you can participate into the exercises that way. You can also still access the on-demand classes through Rogers TV online. And of course, YouTube is available anywhere. So if you do want to have if you do want to participate in our classes that way, then there's also a link there for you. So that is what's available in South Simcoe. So what is our future looking like? We're working on our business resumption plan. And as with anything these days, it seems to change regularly depending on the current state and the public health guidelines. So we are working on plans and processes to safely resume our SMART classes face-to-face. We are having some classes actually have resumed this week, and with some additional ones resuming next week. We're constantly following public health guidelines, VON's policies and procedures, and the policies and procedures of the locations that donate their space to the SMART program. So this is your contacts for your nearest VON office. So there is one for Barrie and Innisfil area, for Muskoka, Midland, Penetang, Collingwood, Wasaga Beach, and in Orillia. So I thank you so much for listening to this presentation. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call, and we would be happy to assist you in whatever way we can. And thank you so much for coming on to the session today.